By the virtue of the powers vested upon me this morning as the acting Vice-Chancellor, I constitute this gathering a congregation of the University of South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we request you to join us in a silent prayer or meditation as we cast our eyes and think of our deities, whoever your deity is, whoever your source, superior, sage, God is, as we're celebrating and giving thanks for the achievements being celebrated this morning. Let's go on a silent prayer. Thank you. You may be seated. Before we start, could I request that you go into your pockets or bags or whatever you have, as I do the same, taking out my cell phone, your mobile device, and put it in a silent mode. I've just taken out my one, I've just done that. It tends to disturb our ceremonies and intercept our recordings. The Chancellor in his absentia, His Excellency Dr. Thabo Mbeki, members of Council and their partners, many of whom are watching online right now because we're recording, the Vice-Chancellor and Principal of UNISA in her absentia, Professor Puleng Linkabula, graduates, family members, parents, sisters, brothers, children, grandparents, cousins, aunts, uncles, friends, loved ones, and beloved in-laws. Management of UNISA at various levels, the academic procession, guardians, supporters, funders, and our proud UNISA alumni. And at the heart of today's celebration and graduation, you, our graduating class of 2025. Molweni, Tubilang, Huyamore, good morning. Jambo, all protocol observed. Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, boys and girls, and most importantly, our proud graduates and their loved ones. It is my singular honor and privilege to welcome you all this morning to this momentous graduation, a graduation ceremony of the University of South Africa. My name is Professor Tenjiwe Meyiwa. I'm the Vice Principal responsible for research, postgraduate students, innovation, and commercialization. I stand before you today, this morning, humbly and proudly as the acting Vice-Chancellor and representing our esteemed Vice-Chancellor and Principal, Professor Puleng Linkabula, who sends her warm wishes and congratulations. She could not be here this morning. She's elsewhere serving UNISA. I also serve on behalf of our Chancellor, His Excellency Dr. Thabo Mbeki, who is the custodian of graduations and the tutelar head of the university. He also conveys his regrets for not being present, but joins you in spirit as we celebrate you this morning. I greet and acknowledge you all, and I'm seeing you in my language. isiZulu, we say, we see you, siyanibona, sanibonani. I acknowledge our special guests. We have a special guest who's also a friend of the university. This is Mr. Tabelo Mukhale, who is a member of parliament, who will be receiving his degree, BCom Honours in the College of Economic Management Sciences. We welcome him, and now as a unison, coming back again as also a friend of the university. We are gathered here this morning not only to mark the culmination of your academic journey, graduates, but to honor your perseverance, your tenacity, your dreams. A special word of gratitude also goes to your families, parents, siblings, children, grandparents, as I mentioned them all earlier. You graduate in a very significant month in South Africa, the Youth Month. I believe everybody is youthful, not because I'm growing much more older than I should be, probably. But if you cease to be young, you cease to learn, you cease to develop, you cease to grow, you cease to be innovative. Indeed, as our Chancellor Thabo Mbeki reminds us in one of his statements, we should not just because it's as cold as it was today and it continues to be this winter, become despondent. He says, not should we be so because the weather's bad, but we should turn triumphalist because the sun shines. Let us remain grounded, humble, and resolute in getting this done. Graduates, the reason we are at your celebration this morning is because we are in the business of serving you as a university. We hope that you, our graduates, shall serve others and serve the world. Graduating is a form of leadership, actually, and being a UNISA graduate is not easy at all. Now, turning to what lies ahead for us this morning, this ceremony should last about 2.5 hours or a little less than that. It has 6 parts to it. The first part is what I'm doing right now, the welcome. The other parts relate to the hooding, which is what you must be looking forward to take your pictures. But before we get to the hooding, there's a lot that gets to happen, and our graduates tend to forget, even those that have done this several times. When you get up here, please ensure that you face the front, much as the person who shall be reading out your name will be on the podium. Don't face that person. We have cameras that we've set up for you there to capture all moments of your day today as we walk you down the red carpet, which we have specifically cleaned much more than before. Over the weekend, we're working on this carpet to ensure that it becomes a red carpet day for you this morning. Alongside you walk down the carpet, where I was seated, there's a chair in front of me. That's a kneel-la. We call it a kneel-la because one or both of your knees should be on that kneel-la. We've had some students sitting there before we graduate them to make them to be graduates. It looks like a chair, but it's not a chair, right? So if you're not getting a degree, you will not kneel on the kneeler. It's only for those that are receiving their degrees today. Next time it shall be your turn, or you probably must have had it before because you're doing a postgraduate, you're getting a postgraduate diploma. And as you move down the stage, you'll get to the registrar who will hood you, although you're already hooded, but we still want to take pictures with a lot of cameras that we invested in that are quite expensive. of course, knowing how often our graduates come on this day, quite well dressed. Thank you for taking yourself very seriously. I see you look good. The makeup is on point. After that, we'll have the presentation of the Chancellor's address. The Chancellor has sent somebody to present his address, that's Professor Munyai. After, of course, before the hooding, we'll have the Chancellor's address. Another item is closing remarks, national anthem, and then the dissolution of the procession. It sounds a lot, it's only 6 parts, but it's only 2.5 hours. We implore you to stay for the entire time, and we implore you when each graduate, each student, because they're not graduate until I actually get to tap them, is by the podium. Family members, loved ones, please respect each name that's being read out so that we record it properly on our archives so that the great-great-grandchildren of the grandchildren of your children get to have it on record. Celebrate, let's celebrate. But let's allow each name to be read out so that we record it properly and the family members and those accompanying him can hear that. Allow me to quote from Kwame Nkrumah, who's quite celebrated to this day. I'm not going to tell you who that is. If you don't know, if you're in Africa, it's a bit embarrassing. But he's one of the icons and greatest thinkers that this continent has ever seen, should I say this world. He says, thought without action is blind. And I quote this because what he's saying exemplifies what it means to pair knowledge with purpose. Our graduates did that. You paired knowledge with purpose. We therefore want to move on to the next level, next aspect of our graduation this morning as we commit to the fact that we are celebrating you. Next, after this introduction, we will have Professor Munyai, who's sent by the Chancellor. But because we often have graduates or graduates to be who come in late, we will have a moment of allowing them to come in a bit late. Please do bear with us there. Professor Munyai, the Chancellor's speech, please. Thanks.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, when I was preparing the Chancellor's address, my daughter told me, Mrejan, when you greet the people, avoid this thing of so and so and so and so, and just say, hi guys. But not because she doesn't pay my salary, I will follow the script. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, proud families, cherished graduates, and above all, our graduates that are joining us today, I greet you on behalf of our Chancellor, the former President of the Republic, Dr. Thabo Viola Mbeki, the Executive Vice-Chancellor of UNISA, Professor Puleng Lenkabula, the Chairperson of Council, Dr. Musia. Good morning. Good morning. Am I with you? It is an honor and a privilege to stand before you today on this momentous occasion, ladies and gentlemen. A graduation is more than a celebration of academic achievement. It is a rite of passage. It marks the end of one chapter and the thrilling beginning of another. As you step forward into the anchored world beyond these walls, allow me to offer you congratulations as a reflection anchored in a timeless adage, manners maketh a man, which is the topic of my address. This old English proverb, often attributed to William of Wakeham, the founder of two of England's most prestigious schools, means far more than knowing which fork to use at dinner. It speaks to the essence of who we are, how we carry ourselves, and how we treat others. Today's world is bursting with talent, innovation, and ambition. But in all our striving for excellence, Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, manners often distinguish the good from the great. In a society increasingly defined by speed, technology, and transactional relationships, manners ground us, maitseo. They are the quiet force behind respect, empathy, humility, and integrity. When we say manners maketh a man, we are not speaking only of men. Nor are we talking only of etiquette. We affirm that character is forged not just by what we know, but by how we behave, especially when no one is watching. Have you ever imagined that innocent 5-year boy after taking a shower, naked and singing, Chaba, 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 Dimak, innocently, when no one is watching? Consider this. A person who holds a door open for another, who listens with the intent to understand rather than to reply, who stands up for the marginalized, who thanks sincerely and apologizes earnestly. Such a person wields a kind of grace that no degree, no diploma can confer. These are the hallmarks of authentic leadership. Let us consider the workplace where you are going, where technical skills may land you the job, but respect and professionalism will ensure success. Not only your skills, respect and professionalism. Or think of communities where a simple gesture of kindness can disarm hostility and nurture unity. Or think of classrooms, my B.Ed students, and research labs where sharing ideas must be underpinned by mutual respect. In these spaces, manners become the invisible thread that weaves individuals into a functional, respectful whole. Your actions, no matter how small, can contribute to creating a respectful and functional environment. Graduates, as you enter your respective professions, science, education, the arts, business, remember that your knowledge may earn you a seat at the table, but your manners will keep you there. They will build bridges, foster trust, and nurture relationships that no algorithm or artificial intelligence can replicate. Manners are not relics of the past. They are the currency of the future, underlying currency. In an interconnected world, we are called upon more than ever to lead with kindness, to speak with courtesy, to act with compassion, and listen with an open mind. On Thursday, the acting Vice-Chancellor in presence here today arranged for a student from Ethiopia to graduate who was supposed to get his PhD today. And because of unforeseen circumstances, he had to come on Thursday. And the acting vice chancellor didn't say, I requested her to do that. She communicated with the registrar to arrange for that because she knows that she is saving society, and that is what manners maketh a man mean. The most significant innovations will come not just from intellect, I know you are intellectuals, but from collaboration. And collaboration thrives where respect is the culture. Your kindness and respect can contribute to a society where collaboration is the norm. We must also recognize the role of manners in leadership. The leaders of tomorrow, perhaps many of you seated here, will be judged by the results they deliver and the values they embody. Empathetic leaders foster inclusive workplaces, and respectful leaders create loyal teams. Humble leaders inspire trust, which is very important. The foundation of all these qualities lies in the simple act of treating others well. Ladies and gentlemen, I urge you to resist the temptation of arrogance that sometimes comes with newfound knowledge or position. The accurate measure of success is not how far ahead you stand, but how many you uplift as you rise, because you are rising today. In the words of Maya Angelou, I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. Like that student from Ethiopia who was allowed to graduate when it was not his day. Let your legacy be one of kindness. Let your presence make spaces better. Let your achievements be matched by your ability to show respect, fairness, and compassion, especially to those whose paths may not have been as smooth as yours. I'm not sure, I'm not saying it was easy because, you know, there was, what's that app that guides you when you write? The Invigilator app. And so, to today's graduates, go forth with boldness. You deserve this. Go forth with boldness, but let that boldness be tempered by civility. Can I spell it? Civility. Speak your truth, but let it be seasoned with respect. Chase your dreams, ladies and gentlemen, but never trample on the dignity of others along the way. As you live here today, your degree in hand and your future in your heart, remember that the most enduring legacy will leave you in the world, you will live in the world, is not just what you build, but how you build it and with whom. Your actions of respect, fairness, and compassion will leave a lasting impact on the world. Manners indeed, acting Vice Chancellor, maketh a man, and a woman, and a leader, and a neighbor, and a friend. They make the difference between fleeting success and lasting significance. Congratulations once again, and may your life be marked by excellence and guided by grace. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Munyayi. How befitting. He talks of integrity, character, respect in whatever you do in dealing with other people, very much befitting of the character and values of our Chancellor. And it was good to know that you have good vocals, Prof. Please bear with us as we allow the latecomers to come in and get nicely recorded on the World Wide Web. Circle down. Those that have just come through late, they've missed a lot. We're not going to repeat what we've had. We request everyone to remain in the hall until the end of the ceremony. The very first graduate is as important as the very last one. And I expect security to please ensure that people don't leave the hall before we end. It's a very short ceremony. By the virtues of the powers vested upon me this morning as the acting Vice-Chancellor, I shall now proceed to confer the degrees and diplomas of the university on the candidates whose names appear in the program, and I request the representatives of the colleges to present the candidates to me. Colleagues.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Kasu Tola Bifa for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. The candidate supervisor was Prof. M.M. Ramukumba, and it is now my privilege to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree. In his thesis, entitled Utilization of Health Management Information System for Data-Driven Decisions in Maternal Health Care in Addis Ababa, he uses a mixed method approach to assess Ethiopia's readiness for the effective utilization of health management information systems. His research provides empirical evidence on the challenges and opportunities in generating comprehensive, decision-supportive data. The study highlights how fragmented hybrid systems result in siloed data generations units, limiting their effectiveness. Building on these insights, he developed strategies to enhance the effective implementation of evidence-based decision-making in maternal health care. His findings represent an original and valuable contribution to the field of health management information systems. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Kasu Tola Bifa the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
Over. I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Kasu Tola Bifa. Congratulations, Dr.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Moleboge Antonia Chabedi, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request a supervisor, Prof. J.E. Maritz, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In her thesis, entitled A Clinical Leadership Mentoring Framework for Nurse Managers in Mental Health Care Settings, she addresses the need for structured leadership development to support novice nurse managers transitioning into leadership roles. To bridge this gap, she develops and validates a clinical leadership mentoring framework for mental health care settings. The research contributes to nursing leadership by providing an evidence-based framework that enhances mentorship, strengthens clinical leadership capacity, and ensures applicability across diverse healthcare contexts.
Come back. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Moleboge Antonia Chabedi, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. My apologies, Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Moleboge Antonio Chabedi the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Moleboge Antonia Chabedi. Congratulations, Dr. Moleboge.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Ehab Gergis Elias for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request his supervisor, Prof. C.L. Devet, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In his thesis entitled The Pauline Discourse of Justification in the Thought of John Chrysostom, he provides a thorough examination of John Chrysostom's interpretation of justification in the letter to the Romans. By analyzing Chrysostom's homilies, practices, and theological insights, the study bridges biblical studies and patristics. It explores justification as a solution to human predicaments, emphasizing faith, grace, and baptism. The thesis highlights Chrysostom's view of justification as culmination in deification, achieved through upright faith and Christ-like conduct. This work makes a significant contribution to early Christian theology and Pauline studies, offering fresh insights into Chrysostom's thought and its relevance to modern scholarship.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Ehab Gergis Elias the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Ehab Gergis Elias. Congratulations, Dr. Ehab.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Nicole Beat Hoffman for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request a supervisor, Prof. M. Leroux, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In her thesis, entitled Plundering the Past in the Biblical World, Searching for an Interdisciplinary Panacea with reference to archaeological heritage in Egypt and Israel, she thoroughly investigates the plundering of archaeological heritage as an international phenomenon that fuels the illicit trade in antiquities, the looting and destruction of tangible cultural resources, from tomb robbing in pharaonic Egypt to the pillaging and destruction of ancient cities, in the southern Levant, that is the so-called Holy Land, have occurred since antiquity and persist today. The plundering and vandalism of antiquities result in a loss of data for studying the biblical narrative. She proposes an interdisciplinary four-pillar approach comprising monitoring, documentation, public archaeology, and physical and legal secularization to address this problem.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confirm on Nicole Beat Hoffman the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Nicole Beats Hoffman. Congratulations, Dr. Hoffman.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Martha Liaka for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request a supervisor, Professor P. Ngulube, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
Public university libraries in Uganda play a crucial role in supporting the research and academic needs of the university community. However, they face significant challenges related to knowledge loss. In a thesis entitled Knowledge Loss and the Sustainability of Selected Public University Libraries in Uganda, she assesses knowledge loss in selected public university libraries using a convergent mixed method research design. Her work makes a valuable contribution to the field of information management by proposing a framework to help organizations and professionals foster a supportive library culture and implement effective human resources practice. This framework aims to enhance management competencies and mitigate the risks associated with knowledge loss.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Martha Liaka the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Martha Liaka. Congratulations, Dr. Liaka.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Lenos Mapuranga for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request his supervisor, Professor J. Siroto, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In his thesis titled An Analysis of the Representation of Minority Groups in the Secondary School History Curriculum, a case of Bavenda learners in Zimbabwe, Lennon Mapuranga investigates the intricate web of representational injustices within the Zimbabwean secondary school curriculum, focusing on Bavenda learners. The study reveals that Zimbabwe's nation-building efforts are undermined by entrenched lingophobia, ethnic bias, and regionalism, which exacerbate the marginalization of minority groups. This research contributes to the discourse on social justice in education, highlighting the urgent need for curriculum reform to promote inclusivity, recognition, and equitable representation of all the ethnic groups in Zimbabwean education across Africa and globally.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Lenos Mapuranga the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Lenos Mapuranga. Congratulations, Dr. Mapuranga.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Gifty Alalay for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request her supervisor, Professor C. Nyoka, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
With the implied authority of Prof. Chair and the presiding Prof, just allow me just a minute to share my personal experience. My first time when I stood in front of a congregation as big as this one, with the massive front office and the massive back office, I started shivering to a point that I actually forgot my name. I want you to use your imagination. Every part of my body was sweating. I then went to a psychologist and I said, this is the problem that I have, and I'm going to frequent, this issue of going through and in front of people. The psychologist said to me, Charles, next time when you stand in front of big people, you must learn to lie with confidence. That was not part of the validation. In a thesis entitled The Impact of Credit, Regulatory and Macroeconomic Risks on the Profitability of Ghanaian Banks, she assessed the effects of credit risk on the performance of banks in emerging economies. She closed the gap on how a combined effect of credit risk, microeconomic risk, and regulatory risk influences bank performances in Ghana. Her study results provide evidence that credit risk reduces the return on assets, ROA, return on equity, ROE, and efficiency, and they show that regulatory risk is positively related to both ROA and ROE. Her research output would inform financial institutions and investors to modify their investment choices in response to policy positions relating to credit, microeconomic, and regulatory risk. And before I just sign off, be very, very careful about this issue of return on investment, including in our relationships. Thank you.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request to you to confer on Gifty Alalay the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Gifty Alale. Congratulations, Dr. Alale.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Nkateko Samson Mashaba for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. The candidate supervisor was Prof. E.J. Nila and co-supervisor was Prof. R. Raja. And it is now my privilege to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree. In his thesis entitled Analysis of Human Capital Development Functions in the Greater Zanin Local Municipality, he used his experience in the local government sphere of the Republic of South Africa and his service rendering as a human resource management technocrat to scientifically analyze, report on, and suggest ways in which to manage a municipality's personnel in a more effective, efficient, and economical way. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Nkateko Samson Mashaba the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Nkateko Samson Mashaba. Congratulations, Dr. Mashaba.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidate received the degree of Masters of Education. Jacobeth Sibongile Nkabinde. Becky Thomas Chabalala.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Master of Commerce. Fungai Maposa. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, Khoroba Victor Chobejani, receives the degree of Master of Public Administration.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Master of Arts in the College of Human Sciences. Mase Sepeta Masiminya Lishilo. Muriel Lebogang Molunga Munyena. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honours. Yvonne Baloy. Mologadi Lewo, degree obtained with distinction. Nolita Naledi Lidwawa. Margaret Ntabiseng Low. Halaletsang Mahali. Kwaterani Temlina Mapata. Nzalama Beverly Masuku, degree obtained with distinction. Petunia Mamule Matawe. Alpheus Mawela. Dineo Mosilahomu. Eric Samson Mwakibet. Orientha Sipesihle Mzizi. Selimpilo Surprise Ndebele. Kolisile Ngobeni. Makhosasana Nolwanle Nkosi. Jionti Soma Ratani.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Honours. Nontogozo Jennifer Kabini. Innocentia Palisa Khoza. Mohadi Dorothy Matlala, and she's also staff at SMPD. Tapelo Predict Mohale. You can go. Elaine Smith, degree obtained with distinction. Zintle Princess Tango, degree obtained with distinction.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, Nomhle Khabo Valencia Ramoloko received the degree of Honours Bachelor of Education. It's only 3. Oh, yeah. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Education. Mpho Florence Awol. Wisane Judith Baloyi, the degree obtained with distinction. Chennai Tabeth Ben, the degree obtained with distinction. Dineo Seshebane Bosherhu. Tlaisane Prudence Chauke. Tembisile Ripfumelo Chavungu. Lisa Marie Diakhar. Sinamile Immaculate Dladla. Talifo Doboro. Refile Omolemo Hlahane. Amukelane Finance Hlugwane. Kelshe Amba Jasmine. Kelebogile Veronica Thando Khatlanye. Makhotso Khopane. Kedibone Bella Khoza, degree obtained with distinction. Anastasia Lamola. Lerato Anna Lekhwale. Phumelelo Pete Leshaba. Maida Elisa Lesomo. Tamo Pel Letoaba. Moshonai Rosalia Dikhethe. Nolwazi Lebohang Lukele. Karabo Khomotso Mapaso. Percy Madisa. Francina Mantu Madonna. Faith Lebogang Mahlangu, degree obtained with distinction. Masobane Brenda Mahlase. Camera. Tumisane Matthews Majatlhako. Rebina Mulidelo Makamu. Pumuto Daphne Makavu. Kolofelo Masifuke Maleswena, degree obtained with distinction. Elena Malope. Komoto Desiree Mamadi. Moloko Hope Manaka, degree obtained with distinction. Nkele Roda Manyaka. Rukhare Kutsai Mapule Masarira. Ivy Kifilwe Masebe. Letlogonolo Vincent Mateledi. Happy Linda Matibela. Sipati Patricia Matupeng. Mina Matlole. Christina Kwatepe Maupa. Roda Mbendane, UNISA staff from Estates, leader at Cleaning Services. Ndamulelo China Mbuva. Sipesitle Ethel Mtladla. Sipesihle Ethel Mdladla, degree obtained with distinction. Sorry. Mhlonipho Mkansi. Bosisiwe Danki Mgoni. Ntsako Yvette Mnisi. Refilwe Desiree Moabi. Rachel Mweketi. Sophie Nompumelelo Mofokeng. Nontokozo Mhlambi, degree obtained with distinction. Praise Mkhohlwe Mohuba. Angela Mukalani. Moagi Kyle Mokwena. Ke a leboga Maureen Moloko. Tshepo Simon Mungale. Ki Itumetse More. O dirile Violet More. Basitsana Maria Moshweshwe. Musima Julia Musokoto. Shaba camera. Nozipho Nomhle Motau. Mokgesi Joanna Mutiba. Okay. Frida Mutiang. Natasha Motsekwe, degree obtained with distinction. Sibulelo Desiree Motwenin, degree obtained with distinction. Komoto Msimango. Innocentia Ntomfuthi Msiza. Eunice Kombo Mtengwe. Linda Mtimunyi. Precious Kanyesa Mtumbeni. Amkhelang Ofense Mtweni, degree obtained with distinction. Sibongile Maria Mtweni. Hangwane Mukodo Bwane, degree obtained with distinction. Ona le nna Matshidiso Nchupetsang. Funzane Constance Ndlovu. Mpho Gracious Nechidamboni. Yvette Ngobeni. Ndombikhona Innocentia Nkabinde. Linda Kuhle Nastas Nkambule. Lutendo Nkanyamba, degree obtained with distinction. Noma Tamsanga Nkibi, Mbali Judith Nkosi, Pumzile Nkosi, Sinesipho Nzonzo, Lerato Raisibe Patla. Oh, sorry. Again, I was disturbed. Lerato Raisibe Patla obtained this degree with distinction. Kamogelo Patla Mohlaka. Lesego Audrey Pheko. Helen Popo Ramutla. Fananani Ramukuvate, degree obtained with distinction. Mixo Gail Rasitapa. Caroline Ntabisen Rasisheko. Rasheko. Fulai Jessica Sibeng. Ramokhale Hatsera Sifuka. Debra Sibolaishi Sipeng. Puseletso Sithole. Lucky Xiang. Lavi Tandi Tiban. Sani Ntekwane Tladi. Yunarin Vanessa Chikweta, degree obtained with distinction. Courtney Caitlin Weideman, degree obtained with distinction. Happiness Pumlile Zondo. Pretty Nyikiwe Chabalala. Lebohang Sana Mafoko. Selina Shizathi Mashele. Ruth Ntombefuthi Mbata. Sipiwa Charity Ndukulu. Okay, thank you, hello, Francina Letias Kosana. Johan Blacknot. Oswaldo Perry de Sousa. Tabile Paulette Gladla. Chorazan Anastasia Finis. Katleho Kapei. Kanyesile Lepian. Letago Shine Lekhwati. Joan Mashebo Madiba. Tembisile Lucia Makubu. Nora N. Miriam Marcus. Lebogang Elizabeth Maswabela. Bongoletu Matiwana. Lebu Mweketsi. Elizabeth Mamosebetsi Mofokeng. Tsepang Fortune Phala. Sibisi Weli Sitsiba. Peladi Mamohlake Shaku. Mandisa Beauty Sekade. Arnold Mpo Chie. Amanda Babalwa Owana. Bonge Eunice Zaka. Nasima Abdullah, degree obtained with distinction. Nyasha Dick. Anna Francina Engelbrecht. She obtained the degree with distinction. Lausche Franzen. Delisiwe Kati Mokwena. Karabo Mongologa. Lufuno Talent Nechi Lavulu. Thank you. Howard Gallant Oliphant. Matetsani Tokozile Desri Tsosan. Shadi Julia Letwala.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Chuayeta Gumatana receives the degree Baccalaureus Technology Guy. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Kenneth Mabunda receives the degree of Bachelor of Administration. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates will receive the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Dimakato Dorcas Moyeng. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Irene Mabatu Ngobeni received the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Jabulisile Itimeleng Sape. Jabulile Itimeleng Sape. Ntomfuthi LC Kebekhulu. Gloria Linda Dabula. Nonhlanhla Catherine Dlamini. Mpumelelo Lawrence Dube. Jureshen Ganas. Fikile Pel Gumbi. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Miranda Gura receives the degree with distinction. Nkosenhle Mbalenhle Gwala. I'll read it again. Nkosi Ngiphile Mbalenhle Gwala. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, please indulge me. The following candidate is a member of staff, and his dad is seated at the far end, Dr. Harding. He will hold his son, Richard Harding. Thank you. Nosipho Makhosazana Hlatshwayo. Phiwe kuhle Yvonne Hlongwane. Anna Marie Human. Gugu Gugu Poshia Gianni. Enrico Knudze. Mukweji Violet Lale. Sabelo Lutuli. Matsidiso Chweni Mapola. Zamantungwa Zanele Babaso. Njabulo Diligent Madonsela. Okay. Mudise Stephen Mahaha. Constance Busisiwe Masango. Nduduzi Masango. Azola Majikijela. Patricia Dikeledi Malala. Simpiwe Eunice Maligavada. Ntabiseng Maluleke. Ketani Masala. Vincent Masirumule. Tanganedzani Mashau. Mulebugeng Desri Matopa. Akani Kanyisa Mbiza. Tulile Barbara Mevana. Amukelani Mshongo. Stembile Mshongo. Velemina Shongalsi Mudisakeng. Keletso Palesa Kerry Mudisha. Pulani Selina Mofokeng. Molohadi Regina Mohano. Abednego Mozwaledi Maslosana. Komotso Bridget Muntla. Babalelo Makuba Lani Moraba. Tabane Kaugelo Mutaung. Mangwatu. Yeah, okay. Mangwatu Salmina Motapo, degree obtained with distinction. Umpo Precious Pechudia Mutwening. Rofiwa Mudimeleni. Rofiwa Mudimele. Rofiwa Mudumeli. Okay. Hazel Ginoguse Mulaudzi. Bagot Christian Maybeck, degree obtained with distinction. Leseho Modise. Bradley Naidu. Siyabonga Clifford Ngube. Karabo Franz Ndala. Thembelihle Anita Nhlengethwa. Lindelani Nkumeleni. Innocent Ntsako Mtseni. Sulenkosi Tyron Nyangiwe. Edith Dimakatso Patlamosaka. Preneshen Pillay. Dineo Veronica Pule. Ntombo Dumo Kinanga. Shopole Innocent Rasalanabo. Aiden Keith Richards. Rishile Patience Rikhotso. Matobo Lorida Sebopa. Tembisile Setlare. Noren Shadrach. Nonhlanhla Dora Sithole. Naomi Lerato Tosi. Nokupiwa Janet Zulu.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Social Science. Ntombi Kanyisile Gugu Buthelezi. Oh, this one's bad. Can't see what's the Nomsa. Okay, Nomsa Ngwenya. And so sorry, she also received the degree cum laude. Pinky Nkambule. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor in Information Science. And since I used to be the COD of the department, this is a great honor for me. Thank you very much. Mamantsile Sylvia Lekoma. Congratulations. Must I just say Manuel? Is that what you want me to say? Manuel Mahase. Nozipu Nzombane. Well done. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidate receives the Bachelor of Arts. Russell Simon Sanyong Gangore. Is that how I pronounce it? Is it right? Wow, I got it right. Wow. And he got this degree with distinction, Madam Chancellor. Antonia Mupagana Chila. Is that how I pronounce it? Chila. Chila. Well done. Kanyesile Khlotswalu. That one was not too bad. And she got this degree with distinction. Maputi Frida, is that right? Lekhalakala. Snetemba Malimela. There we go. Ntswaki Anna Motlong. Tandi Helen Ntembu. Well done. Yolanda Zwane. Yolanda Zwane, and she obtained a degree with distinction. Notu Kanyesi. No. How do I pronounce that? Nkanyezi? Nkanyoso. Okay. Noto Kanyezi Nkanyesiro Dlamini. Yeah, that's correct. I am very glad. Ayanda Kosa. Well done. I can pronounce that one, yes. Ntombefikile Daphne Madonsela. Nhlanhla Sindiswa Nkhunu. I'm not even going to try that one. Nzalama Bertha Nkluli. Obelogeng Tokela Mudiba. Congratulations. Anastasia Rosina Mashidi Moane. Are you okay? Sapati Consolation Ndweni. Just be careful that you don't fall. Tapelu Andrew Nombombo. Yeah. Olebogeng Natasha Petuane. That one? Ooh. Sija Shagare, and she received this degree with a distinction. Is it Fiza? Fiza. Fiza Shah, and she receives this degree with distinction. Valapi Ketha Shandu. Is that correct? All right. Thank you very much. And I need a, because of I didn't make mistakes. Hey.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the diploma candidates will now be introduced to you. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates receive the postgraduate diploma in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Dimpo Masela. Takane Cassius Masindi. Nomta Leonora Ndache. Shumani Rosina Nemutandela.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates receive the postgraduate diploma in the College of Education. Lucky Ntantla Mahlangu. Mtetheleli Panka Sibeko.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received a diploma in the College of Human Sciences. Solomon Ntsimane Legupelo. There you go. Kefiwe Mahlangu. Mamukelu Daina Malasekane Malaka. Leratu Nkosana. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, Marty Moyo Rani Klawe receives... Rantlachwe, let me start again. Madam Vice-Acting Chancellor, Marty Moyo Rantlachwe receives the National Diploma in the College of Human Sciences.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the diploma in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Zamatombeni Magagula. Patronella Masejo Masilela. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, Moleboheng Anna Moabi, and she is also a UNISA staff member from Cleaning Services Estates Department. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, Nkeletseng Maphatswe receives the diploma with distinction. Avatui Jane Mulizwi. Kibagile Nage. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the National Diploma in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Nchaka Franz Mabitsi. Pindulo Phyllis Malobele. Stephanie van Dijk.
We wait for all our graduates to be seated. That's how much we value. Thank you. Thank you for staying the course. And I must thank my red-gowned doctors for demonstrating what discipline means. None of you was late this morning, and that means a lot. That's why every other 10th person in the street doesn't have a red gown. It calls for discipline. But having said that, I expect all of you to come back until you're red-gowned. We're not done with you. We are in the last but one part of our session. We've stayed the course, and I had promised you 11:30 will be done. We're almost there. Thank you, colleagues, for the efficiency. You will have seen that some of the colleagues that come up here, I had not named them out, listed them thus, because I hadn't received the details. We're doing this because we're recording on the World Wide Web, and it's important that we record and have our archives in order. From the executive management side, we had the representatives from the Registrar's Office. That is Mr. Bezaidenut, Director at DSAA. We also have Dr. Fobe, Executive Director at Estates. We also had Dr. Harding. From the college representatives, from the College of Education, we have Professor Atlale and Professor Munyayi representing the college. From the College of Human Sciences, we had Professor Mashau, who's the Deputy Executive Dean, and Professor Jacobs, the college representative. From the College of Economic and Management Sciences, we had Professor Dilotsotle, Director in the School of Public and Operations Management, and Professor Boya. And I must congratulate the supervisors for a work well done. Thanks, colleagues, for ensuring I don't lose my job. They belong to me. As I render this congratulatory message and vote of thanks, I must actually express that it is deep honor and privilege to extend this heartfelt gratitude, which also comes from the Vice-Chancellor and Principal of the University, who sends her gratitude too. It is congratulations to all our graduates from the colleges, as I've listed them, the colors that they have as their robe in terms of the hoods represent the colors that the colleagues who came up front here officiating matched those. Today, you join a distinguished family of over 1 million UNISA alumni, a network that sketches across South Africa into the continent and beyond. UNISA exists in more than 100 countries in the world. It is for this reason that we refer to as UNISA is the World Campus. You are joining the kind of caliber that we expect you in whatever you do as reference by Professor Munyai in his speech from the Chancellor that we expect integrity and astute work and ethics from your end. You know, graduating is a form of leadership. The job of a leader is to grow. You have grown yourselves today, as demonstrated. You have mastered this journey of your life at UNISA. However, what's more crucial to work on now as a master is to grow other people. How many people are you able to grow and help? That's a challenge I'd like to put to you as I congratulate you this morning. Earning a qualification in an open distance learning, and a huge one for that matter, like ours, we almost have 500,000 students. It's hard work. It calls for discipline, resilience, sacrifice, and for that we salute you. You, as I've said earlier, are joining quite a number of people that are very crucial. Not that you're not crucial, but you're joining that cohort. And I want to list some of them so that you tend to appreciate who are UNISA alumni, just like yourselves, in a short while, or already now that we've crowned you with the certificate. You're joining former activists, for instance, as you probably will know, our late President Mandela. We trained him. The current president, we trained him. Even the president, when the current president was away, the one who was acting, we are training him at the School of Business Leadership. We hope to give him his PhD in a short while. The Chancellor himself, Mbeki, we trained him. We also trained a number of eminent leaders, like Archbishop Ernest Desmond Tutu. We've trained Ahmed Kathrada. Excuse me. We've trained Robert Mugabe, how he turned out to be towards the end of his life. It's not our fault, colleagues, but we trained him very well. We've also trained a number of current ministers and MECs, one of whom we actually just this morning crowned with his degree, among whom that we've trained money people. You know, UNISA deals with money. You'll see every person who has whatever money that you have in your purse right now, in your pocket, has a UNISA stamp. Because the person who signed it, who signed that money, is the governor of the Reserve Bank, whom we've trained. And of course, last week, he gave us a bit of some brief in terms of the interest rates that were lowered a bit. It's because we trained him. We've also trained one of the eminent finance ministers. Some of you remember him, Trevor Manuel. Remember him during his time as the Minister of Finance. We had an economic boom. It's because we had trained him. The current Minister of Finance, we've also trained him, but we can't take responsibility for him to only pass his budget the third time around. But we trained him well, colleagues. Now, this is a number of people that you are joining as a unison, as alumni of UNISA, including, amongst others, Naledi Pandor, needing no introduction, as an international relations minister at one time, including Terence Nombembe, who was the CEO of the South African Institute of Chartered Accountants, including Sizwe Nxasana, F&B that you possible all of you know right now. The boom that started F&B actually happened when Sizwe Nxasana was CEO at that time. We've also trained Mogoeng, Dikgang Moseneke, Justice Dahapile. All these are UNISA alumni. Thuli Madonsela, amongst others, Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma, etc., including Julius Malema. He is our product. And we pride ourselves in him because he is a critical thinker and he's not afraid to ask hard questions. It's because we trained him. We can't take responsibility for other things that may not be too good, that he says. Now, we are equally proud of you graduates as graduates across the landscape of the country, of the continent, and some of the eminent ministers as well as presidents that are outside of this country have been trained by UNISA. Now, as you look into your future, some of you may be wondering what's going to happen now, in particular because the economy is quite challenged. We at UNISA have plans for you. We expect you to come back, possibly as a marker, as a tutor, and probably to replace us someday. Some of us are towards the end of our careers. So we'd like you to take the baton at some point. But you'll do that if you have the stripes that we expect of you. We also, amongst other things that we're doing as a university, established what we call an innovation hub, Intlanyelo Hub, where you could further your engaging with UNISA as a UNISA alumni through entrepreneurship, through where we offer platforms of mentorship and practical business opportunities. Please look us out on the World Wide Web. Let me close before we get to the vote of thanks by what a Chancellor, President Thabo Mbeki, wants me to leave you with. Now, some of you probably have heard this many times, but it's one of his quotes that I like so much because it speaks so much to the lack of ethics as well as the lack of integrity that we see within a number of organizations in this country. Thabo Mbeki says, even though you may not have succeeded in your work, but at least you've tried. You've not stolen anything, and you haven't robbed the people, a closed quote. He reminds you of the importance, as his speech made reference to, of integrity and the fact that success doesn't lie in that certificate, but in your integrity, in how you carry yourself, in your behavioral patterns. Now, I would like us to end with a vote of thanks. Graduates, please be on your feet now, and with your entire body, face the audience, your loved ones. These are the people who've made you, some who've mentored you, who've believed in you, who've supported you. Say thank you to them as you show them your certificate. Thank you. Remain standing and with your entire body face the stage. I've brought with me here colleagues who represent a minuscule, who represent a sea. They're just a minuscule. They represent a sea of colleagues within the university fold who make you to be what you are. These range from technical staff, laboratory staff, administrators, lecturers, library staff, etc., etc., including some that you never got to see, who were your examiners of your stations and theses, some of whom are actually our staff members. We've believed in you. We've begged you to bring those chapters. You were dragging with them. But here you are today. We're happy masters and doctoral students that you ultimately made it. And thank you to all the graduates for having survived the invigilation tour. And of course, some of you have survived the red carpet with with the nice heels today. Say thank you to my colleagues for having contributed in the certificates and qualifications that you're getting this morning. You may be seated. Yes, you may be seated. Thank you. Amongst the people that I want to acknowledge who never got to be as privileged as some of us to come to the podium and be on the stage or in the procession are these colleagues. Colleagues in the graduation division who actually make those certificates and issue them out and ensure that they have that mark that makes them not to be copied. Some people have tried to copy UNISA certificates and we easily find them out. There's something that you won't see with the naked eye. Thank you to the graduation division, the registrar's office. I want to say thank you to the Department of Institutional Advancement and Marketing, who've made sure that all that happened today from the marketing and institutional advancement side happens. I want to say thank you to the Department of Facility Management and Operations. These are colleagues who ensure, for instance, that they're here hours and hours before you even enter this hall, who make it to look as shiny and as clean as we find it today. And two of whom graduated this morning with a degree and a diploma. Thank you, colleagues. All of whom are black women who clean this university, make it clean. I want to also thank the Department of Human Resources and Wellness, Emergency Rescue and Wellness. So some of you may possibly not have seen them. Somebody had a problem health-wise. We're always on standby to ensure that we look after you, many of whom we've trained. I want to thank Multimedia Center, without whom you will not have heard us as loud as you have heard, and all the cameras that we've captured the good memories. And of course, as we end this morning, you shall have this record on YouTube for you to keep for your great-grandchildren, whom you must remind to come back to UNISA to ensure that UNISA remains as great as it is. I want to thank the security and colleagues who are responsible for our safety, without whom we will not be as safe as we are. And I want to thank, some of you may have thought it was a recording, but it was an organist. We have an organist behind the stage, that is Dr. Isabel van Rensbeck. You will have heard that. She plays the organ. And as I end, I want to draw to your attention that on page 25 of your programs, you have the national anthem. We will sing the national anthem. After singing the national anthem, please remain on your feet. Of course, all national anthems are sung with us standing, and then I will dissolve the congregation. You celebrate well, make UNISA trend for good reasons. We'll be looking out for all your postages. Please put us up on the social media. Can I request that my red-gowned doctors please remain behind with your supervisors, because we want to record much more memories with you, just to make them want to be like you one day, amongst other things. Thank you. Join the club. Ngiyabonga. Settle down. By the virtue of the powers entrusted upon me this morning, as the Acting Vice-Chancellor, I dissolve this congregation of the University of South Africa.